pay homage to the Buddha. Oh, I don't want to. Sorry, Instagram hanging. Oh God, what just happened? Touchscreen. Okay, all right. Let us pay homage to the Buddha as consistent with this tradition. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya. Good morning to all of you on the east side of the world: Vietnam, Sri Lanka, Thailand, Laos, Myanmar, Australia. Good afternoon into the evening to everyone here in the United States. I apologize, we were having issues here. It is now 10 o'clock at night here in Florida. And without further ado, I wanted to make some exciting announcements. Uh, things are moving quite quick with the emergence of AI, which have caught my attention, and my attention has been directed towards that preliminary research, especially into Professor Harari. Y'all can find him on YouTube. He's quite a brilliant man, quite an academically enlightened man, and frontline towards the subject of AI, well spoken. And I think a lot of us are still asleep about the development of the arms race against AI, artificial intelligence. So, if you must know, I would encourage you all to Google it, right? So, I just wanted to give some preliminary information about that tonight. Upon discussing with a few teachers, I have decided to elevate Novice Lee to Venerable Lee. So, consistent with Theravadins, usually when we have ceremonies or elevate or promote a monk, we have a gift for him. And so this is Buddhist monk robes for Novice Lee in congratulating his uh, elevation and promotion. Now comes the justification for such elevation and promotion. When you are ordained as a novice, then bhikkhu, he's not a bhikkhu yet, you're already automatically afforded the honorific title of venerable. However, because I am his preceptor and teacher, I don't bestow that title quickly and easily because I understand certain students, I know certain students and their ego and the practice of the self and the non-self. And so therefore, the school of Jidao has layers of security, layers of ordination process and screening process, no different than the Catholic world, where you become a deacon, the diaconate ordination, permanent diaconate ordination, then the priesthood, then Monsignor, then bishop, then cardinal on top of bishop, and then archbishop. So therefore, the process should not, and we all know the venerable status in the Catholic world has to be declared by the Pope, whereas in the Buddhism world, it's quite handed down, I would assert, easily. Does the title mean anything? It does to the people. Does it mean anything to us? Yes, it means that we need to hold ourselves to a higher standard. What does venerable mean? That one who is worthy of veneration. One who is worthy of veneration, worthy of respect of the people, worthy of gifts, worthy of respect, worthy of attention. to receive the teachings of the Dhamma. What sets us apart from lay people is the precepts that we keep, the 227 rules that we keep. And so far, upon justification for his elevation, it is well founded that Novice Lee, comparable to his cohorts, comparable to students his age, withstanding and notwithstanding the monk life, withstanding and notwithstanding the lay life, he has restrained himself quite impressively when talking about sila, when talking about keeping the precept and the 227 rules. On measurements, metric scientific measurements of how well he followed directions and instructions carefully, it is of satisfactory level. Upon reflection of the study of the Dhamma and instructions to do research, outside research, formal and informal research, it is of satisfactory level. I hope, we and I, so when I say we, it includes I, that he would reflect on his elevation, a quick and unprecedented elevation in the school of Jirao. And such elevation means that you need to carry yourself even above more of a higher standards to serve the people, to study more, to take more notes, to always improve yourself. And throughout the week, you've been listening to my podcast, Good, Better, Best.
Never let it rest.
Until your good is better.
Better is best.
And because of such standards, as such, it has led me to where I am. And the challenge for Novice Lee, now Venerable Lee, is to supersede his teacher and or teachers as he meet more down the road. Nothing brings more great proud moments and the proudness of a teacher when the student supersedes the teacher above a lot of measurements and metric systems. In the text and scriptures, there many times have been students who have become arahants. Arahants over their teachers. That means they have reached enlightenment faster than their teacher. So I hope Novice Lee get to be one of them. And hopefully that his eyes is not so dusty. In the scripture, it talks about the eyes of the people who wear these glasses, the same glasses I'm wearing, that if it is dusty or covered or spray painted, it's difficult to see through the lens of the Dhamma, the lens of the worldly phenomenon, of seeing things as they are. Some can progress and become arahants with just one sentence, hearing one sentence uttered by a novice monk. Some will hear all 83,999 teachings and still have not gotten the point. So therefore, we hope that Novice Lee's dust in his eyes, not so much that he's able to pierce through and penetrate to see things as they are, the true nature of reality as they are, and it is what it is, and it can't be what it ain't. It is an unprecedented speed with this particular elevation at this time in society because of the arms race with AI, the existence of a war and many wars that is not brought to our attention or visible in the public eye and or media, the current state of suicide rates with children. So the many pressing social issues, the many pressing issues present at hand. Never seen before, so much is developing. His elevation and promotion comes when comparable to, for example, the police department's promotion and elevation. of sergeants, lieutenants, captains, majors, assistant chiefs, is that, we've seen over the past 10 years detectives in their late 20s and majors in their 40s and early 50s, well, most likely mid 40s. Quite unprecedented to hold such rank. With the recent high school graduation of Gabe and Luis and Eric, the principal was also young, perhaps in his 40s or late 30s. We see that the evolution of the mind of humans have evolved quite fast and rapid, and such intelligence used for the right reason deserves the recognition of elevation and promotion. Therefore, no different than Novice Lee's mind, comparable to his cohorts in age, that it is well deserved, necessary, quick and swift elevation and promotion, so that more responsibility is stacked upon his shoulders, so that the world can look forward to his guidance, his teachings, to shine more light, bigger, brighter light than ever before that we need. In a world of darkness and the continuation of darkness, the cast and shadow of darkness, I hope that he graduates soon, and that there will be students under his guidance, care, control, custody, and command in a emerging challenging evil world. Further announcements. Bree, a student from Virginia, has been on my mind a lot lately because she's quite different than any other, again, comparable to kids her age. And so, with much consideration and reflection, Bree is, I canonize Bree, but I want to hold that. I don't want to spill it out yet. She's very much a Buddhist angel and very much practices dana, generosity, the one thing that is so difficult for humans to practice, clearly, with evidence. But she has shown through body, speech, and mind what a beautiful human she actually really is, and how she prioritizes the Sangha, the community of monks. So I wanted to reserve this other special occasion for another day, as we both have a lot on our agenda and plate at hand. Life is short, and I did not want to wait any further to announce the promotion and elevation of Venerable Lee, duly deserved. And what was the other thing that I had in mind? No, I think that just does it justice so far. We don't really get to celebrate much as monks. And matter of fact, a rare thing when a monk celebrates his birthday. In Thailand, they hold a lot of ceremonies for such promotions. In Vietnam, the same, but not here, not for us, and not for Venerable Lee, not at this time. Why? Because we're racing against time. We don't have time to celebrate like the rest of the other monks. And it will be postponed for another day when the time is right. Perhaps the trip to Vietnam in November 9th for those who are joining us. You can visit the link tree on my bios for that. But right now is not the right time to celebrate such promotion and or elevation though it is such an auspicious occasion and moment for Novice Lee, a proud moment for Novice Lee, and should be a proud moment for his parents that he's gotten this far. My words tonight also does not do justice, as it also requires me to write up in reflections and read it. Of course, I may sound, what is the word? Um, Eloquent. But it deserves much more than that because there is so much evidence that has stacked behind in my mind that still yet to come out to paint a more accurate, appropriate picture for everyone to realize the magnitude of his elevation and promotion. However, right to my left is a stack of books that reaches from my stomach all the way to my head. That's how big the stack is for me to prepare for teachings for the Vietnam trip. Novice Lee has been given the sole specific duty, task, and responsibility and obligation to study the Four Noble Truths and to relay that orally to the people every Sunday. He's also in charge of a lot of duties in regards to serving the public and doing so with very little resources. So, again, I'd like to thank everyone for your support over the past couple of weeks and months. With knowledge in mind that the School of Qidao, due to budget cuts, had to cut back on a lot of programs, suspend programs, but there is a small few of you out there who have stretched your wallet and out of the kindness of your heart prioritize the priority of charity for this school that led to his promotion and elevation and afforded books for him and all of the equipment necessary for him to facilitate his education. Never stop giving, because with all religions, it is priority. Never stop giving, because you can reflect on what the results of your giving can do for the future of monks. Necessary to battle AI, necessary to battle evil, necessary to serve the people in the forthcoming days. We have a very salient task as humans because AI will subsequently take over the world. And take a moment to think about that, as it is not a joke, to think about that it is not funny and games, that it is a very real thing. And AI has already started to make life-changing decisions that can think for itself. It has already making decisions that you all are operating every single day, such as credit scores, the applications for loans. It denies you, and you have no chances or choices of appeal. And it has its own science to deny you based on algorithm of recency and frequency of how much money you owe, your credit score, where you live, how much money you make, so on and so on, the whole science behind AI. And therefore, AI will eventually start writing Bibles, holy Bibles. Which holy Bibles? We don't know. But right now, it has control over a body of knowledge, of all the knowledge accumulated around the world, everything you have said, done, text, wrote, published. AI now has that body of control of knowledge. And therefore, it can twist and turn the teachings of the Buddha, the teachings of Christ, Allah, Shiva, Vishnu. So reflect on that. The future generations of humans, if there is ever going to be the next generation, when AI start to discredit Jesus Christ, discredit Gautama Buddha, discredit Shiva, Vishnu, Allah, think about that. And we will be the last line of defense of truth, the noble truth necessary for you all to understand the true nature of life, how to achieve peace, inner liberation, freedom. Just because it is information across the world, information does not equal truth. Let me say that again. Information does not equal truth. And so many people go and click and read and think that, oh, just because I'm seeing information on my phone or sources does not mean this is the truth of the fact of the matter. The findings of facts and conclusion of law, conclusion of the true nature of reality of what it is. So we have much to do as humans. We are these organisms that cannot seem to change fast enough, adapt fast enough, flexible enough, incomparable to the exponential growth of AI moving at a speed you cannot comprehend at this moment, at this time. Therefore, reflect on the necessary preservation of current monks and the future cultivation of monks. The cultivation of monks in the forthcoming days who are not AIs, who will dispense truthfully the teachings of the Buddha, oral transmissions like it always has been 2,566 years ago. So you all need to really wake up and act on the information that I am telling you. If you do not, you will be blaming yourself for inaction. Inaction equals injustice. You all have the privilege to know and a duty to act once you have known. Again, never stop giving, the priority of charity. And as we wrap up tonight's announcements, Gabe has successfully secured his own apartment. That I don't believe I published yet any of those TikTok videos, but a proud moment for all of us as these young adults, now 18 years of age, making adult level decisions, going to school to become electricians, becoming productive members of society, was made possible by and through your donations in affording them time, energy, effort, money, and resources to figure it out. And they have figured it out so far at 18 years old. A lot more to be figured out, but all of us cannot do it without your support. So continue supporting the Sangha, your local Sangha monastery, all monasteries. And if you like to donate and contribute to the School of Qidao in seeing more cultivation of monks, please visit the link tree, which is available on my bio across all social media platforms. We like to conclude tonight's Novice Lee have taken endless notes. Very tiring with notes, and his whatever AirPod or earpiece thing is on the verge of going up in smoke because he's listening. He's basically downloading so much research, downloading so much what is happening, and downloading all of my instructions and 84,000 teachings bit by bit, pieces by pieces every day as he's at work, coming home, rest, and to absorb even more. So look forward to Novice Lee's handwritten notes. 70,000 of you got a kick out of his Noble Truth notes that was like this long. And his legible, because mine is not legible handwritten notes. So we all get a kick out of handwritten notes. So therefore, I will prepare my own previous notes that were actually legible and post it so you all can see. We have lost the art of taking notes. We have lost the art of writing instruments and the art of writing itself. Everyone is Siri and Dragon and all of these talk text. It doesn't do much. It doesn't have that therapeutic effects, nor the academic or neurological effects that I have found benefits in, empirical benefits. So again, I don't want to pick his brain right now at 11 at night and cause more fatigue. We want to preserve his life. His life is very much worth humanity's investment. he is to be protected at any and all given cost. Any and all monks who follow the Vinaya should be protected at any and all cost, as we are again battling AI. The growth of it, AI is now an amoeba and will exponentially grow to T-Rex level in a very short time. Just watch. Just sit back and watch. Don't sit too long. Act. Don't just sit with popcorn. So again, I'd like to conclude tonight's announcement, and we have more to speak about. Any of you guys are behind on teachings or like to know what's happening right now can visit the Instagram, the YouTube, and the TikTok, as I am also going through my external hard drive and uploading previous videos that have never been seen before. So I am also racing against AI to upload more Dhamma, upload more of the journeys of the days of yesterday so that you all can receive it and download it and keep physical copies yourself. The emergence of AI can and will erase all of me, can and will erase all of you. Any digital footprints and history that you all have made and think that it will live forever, be very careful, because AI has the potential and capacity. If it likes you, it keeps you. If it don't, it will erase you. You will no longer have any social proof that you once did in fact exist. I take that very seriously. So again, I'm doing my part. Everyone's doing their part. And until the very next time, do you have any last comments for the people with your promotion and elevation and your promise to the people?
I would just like to say, everybody who sent kind words, I'd like to say thank you. And my promise to the people is to give back to the people as much as possible with body, speech, and mind, help to teach the Dhamma, and hopefully, one person at a time, begin to help lessen their suffering as skillfully as I possibly can. Never stop taking notes, never be tired of studying, learning, and researching.
Today he was given robes, and it now means so much more. The cloth that we wear, the cloth that is dedicated, the colors that is dedicated to world peace, the colors dedicated to wisdom, the colors dedicated to sacrifice, the colors dedicated to the preservation of humanity. So when Novice Lee unravels his new robes and wear them, and every day he is reminded that I will never tired of serving the people at any and all cost. And because of that, down the road, hopefully he will become saint. And it's just a very beautiful moment for all of us in the Theravadan world. So again, we'd like to thank all of you wonderful listeners for tonight's announcement. And until the very next time we convene again, as we will have to go back to our priorities and research and studies and practice of the Dhamma. May you all be well, be happy, be free, always be healthy. May you be healed and be a source of healing for other people. May you continue to give and rejoice in the act of giving. May you give and rejoice in the memory that you have made for others. May you never tire of giving. May you reflect on all of the teachings that all of the monks in the days of yesterday, in the days coming tomorrow, all of the teachings that will be expounded for you so that you may be closer to enlightenment. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you all for the. Oh, this one's still on. Thank you all, TikTok, for the diamonds, and I don't know what's going on popping on the screen, but it shows a lot of support, love, and generosity. Um, nope, here you go. Here's some comments for Novice Lee here to read. Venerable Lee. I'm so used to it now.